tears started falling down her face. Hello, how are you doing? You okay? I'm glad to see you back, and if you're new here, then welcome babe. My name is Fred, and I'm coming at you with a new video. So, this is my second video on my new updated channel, and I watched back my first video, which I posted a few days ago, and I really thought that I tried a bit too hard, and I tried to speak really fast. So I thought I'd slow down the pace for this one, and try to be more real. I know it's just a new thing for me to talk to the camera like this, and it is a bit weird, but I'm hoping I'll get used to it very soon. This video will be about National Coming Out Day, and which was like 7 years ago. Okay, just kidding, it was last week, it was a week ago. But I thought I really need some content, so why not just film a video talking about me coming out to my friends, my family, and how did I cope with that. And if I can give you any tips or guidelines how to come out yourself or how to cope with coming out, then even better. My coming out journey started in the year 2013, I think. I was in year 10 and I was like 16, 17 years old. I was so scared to tell anyone, but I had my best friend, a girl, and I told her when we were at school, I need to talk to you after school. Can you come and have lunch with me somewhere? So after the last period, we got together, walked our way to a pub, sat down, ordered some food, and I just could not tell her. I tried for half an hour and she was like, "What's it about? Just tell me." She didn't have a clue. I know because the way she reacted to it once I actually told her. It took me like half an hour and I just couldn't say it. I couldn't get the words out of my mouth. So I typed it into my phone and slid the phone across the table for her to read. And once she did, tears started falling down her face. And I was like, oh my god, why is she crying? Why is she like that? I was so scared. And the first thing she said was, "I'm sorry." And I was confused. I didn't know what to do, how to react. And she told me that made her understand everything, because when we were younger, we were like best friends for years and years. When we were younger, we were in school, and because I was a bit different, I was maybe a bit feminine at times and maybe a bit like too extra, snap. She told me that she started crying because she had called me names in school. I know she was my best friend and I always laughed at it because I was like, "Ha, I'm not gay, I'm not this, I'm not feminine," and blah 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 blah. But still, it hurt her and I could see it in her eyes. And then she hugged me and said, "I'm sorry again," and I felt so much better. I felt like a ton of weight had been lifted off my shoulders, and that's what started my coming out journey. So a few years later, when I was like 18, I went out with two of my other friends, girls again, and we went clubbing, and I was a bit tipsy, as you are when you're 18, because you turned 18, you can go to nightclubs, you can drink, you can do this and this. So I went a bit crazy at first, and then I was drunk in the nightclub, and I started kissing with a boy, and one of the girls saw me, and she pulled me aside, and she was like, "What were you doing?" But because I was drunk, I didn't care, and I was like, "Well, I haven't told you yet, but I'm gay." And she looked at me and again she as well hugged me, and I was like, wow, that was easy. And then we went outside and she was like, "You have to tell our other friend." And I did, and they didn't care, couldn't care less, and they were like, "Woo, yay, we got a gay friend, gay best friend, hashtag gay best friend." And then 3 people knew. And then a few months later I came out to two of my sisters. And after my graduation from high school, kind of all my friends knew about it, and it wasn't that much of a big deal. So I felt even more relieved because I could be myself. I didn't have to hide this side of me anymore. But all jokes aside, I was thinking, because I hadn't told my mum yet, I was thinking that this has to be the next step. I couldn't do it then because I was still living at home. I was still living with my mum, my stepdad, and my sister and my brother. And I just thought I wasn't brave enough to tell her, because my mum was and still is my best friend ever. I can tell her everything, and it felt kind of like lying to her because she didn't know I was gay. And once I moved over to the UK, it was in 2016 in February. I still hadn't told her. But a year later, when I met my first ever official boyfriend, I went out clubbing again and we started talking, and right away the next day we went on a date. We spent every day together, like literally every day, and 2 weeks later I started posting on my Facebook saying how happy I was, that I'm the luckiest guy in the world. And then my mum texted me saying, what are you so happy about? And at that point I was in a taxi on my way into town, and for some reason I felt I was ready. I didn't care because I was so happy. I had a caring boyfriend. I made my dream come true, which was moving to the UK, and I was living my life like I've always wanted to. And I just replied to her on Facebook Messenger. I said, I'm dating someone, and the first questions she asked was, dating someone? Question mark. I was like, yeah. And she was like, is it a boy or a girl? And at that moment, because I really didn't care anymore, I replied to her, well, it's a boy. And the only reply I got from her was, okay, cool. And then I felt kind of nervous. I felt kind of good, but nervous at the same time. So I didn't reply to her because I was hoping she would say something, but she didn't. And 2 hours later, I messaged her saying, are you angry at me? And the reply I got was, why should I be angry at you? It's your life, do what you want. And I know my mum has been always the coolest mum ever, and she's like a modern mum, if that's a thing. And she literally doesn't care like me now. And then from there, she kind of told both my nans, my other sisters, my brother, and kind of everyone found out that way. And I started posting pictures of me and my boyfriend on Facebook, on Instagram, everywhere, and kind of no one really cared. And I don't know why it was such a big of a deal for me, but I just think I wasn't ready up until that point. So now it's been about 1.5 years, because I came out to my mum in 2017 in April. And now it's 2018 October. I'm not together with my boyfriend anymore. We broke up in February this year, and I've been living on my own while I'm sharing a house with my mate. But I'm living my life, I'm happy. I'm not hiding anymore. I'm not lying to people. I can be who I want to be. Like, go even on my Instagram, have a look, plug my Instagram. Go and have a look at my pictures, because I've even done drag now. I've done club kid drag, whatever you want to call it, and I just don't care what people think anymore. And I think that's the best way for living your life. So the only tips I can give you about coming out, if you haven't still, is if you don't feel ready, don't do it. Just wait for the right time, as I did, because when I was in the taxi, something inside me told me it was the right time, and it was. I'm happy I didn't do it earlier, and I'm happy I didn't do later, because that was my time and that was when I needed to do it. So wait for the right time. I promise you, you will feel when the right time arrives. And also, I know it's easy to say, but do not care if some of your friends don't want to be friends with you anymore, because I have loads of those who talk behind my back still of me being gay, and they are not speaking to me anymore because I've come out as gay. They haven't told me that, but I can kind of sense it, if that makes sense. So just wait for the right time and don't be afraid. It's who you are, you can't change it. Sexual orientation is the same thing for me as skin colour, because you are born with it. I don't think you can swap from being straight to gay like that. If you are gay, you were born gay. There's no way of converting a person to be from straight to gay or from gay to straight. So that's my story, my coming out journey, and it's still quite an ongoing journey, because whenever I meet new people, it's like coming out again. Every time is like the first time, but I don't really care anymore. So it's way easier for me now, because the biggest thing was coming out to my mom, because I'm the closest to her. And after I did that, everything is going smooth. I don't know what I'm gonna call this video yet. Probably National Coming Out Day. Spill the tea with Fred. Slow down, Fred. Slow down. Okay? This was kind of like a storytime video, and I hope you enjoyed my storytime for you guys. And if you did, then please smash all the buttons, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell, because you don't want to miss any other videos I'm gonna be posting soon because I have so many ideas. I know I just posted my first video on this updated channel a few days ago, and I know it's not been that long for me to post a new one. This is like the beginning stage of my new channel. I'm quite excited to post new videos, and as I said, I have so many ideas. I am so excited about my new channel, and I want to tell you guys I'm probably not going to be posting every other day as I seem to be doing right now. But I will try to post as often as I can, but I already said that. So, anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you very shortly. Bye bye!